Number 5. So I realized at a young age I was trying to like go deep within, and only that way, I could really experience an out-of-body experience, and only that way could I really become empathic and almost telepathic. And that's true, and understand other people, and be that universal being, you could say, that universal spirit to other people, that they could be that I could be the sounding board for, that I could interact with all these different people in the level that they needed to make their lives whole, as part of that integrated whole, that unified field of consciousness. And I've been trying to do that my whole life, really. And I've been accused of many other things along the way. And others have tried to drag me down and bring me back down, or get me caught up in their petty existences, or their petty thoughts and ideas about who I am or about life in general. And people have tried to stop me from reaching these goals by just pure jealousy and hatred and greed and anger for who I am as a person and what I might have, and also what I might have to offer to others. Because I realized through my experiences that I'm actually trying to be this universal spirit, you could say, so that wherever I go in the world, I can always relate to everybody. I can always find some point of commonality, that common ground with that other person, to forge that world peace that we're looking for, you know. And if I could just have gotten all the other people in my life, these detractors of mine who are just all after money and material wealth and power, if I could have just gotten them to understand that that was my mission. But I couldn't back 20 years ago, because it's illegal to drop acid, or it's illegal to smoke pot, or whatever, and all these things. And so I had to deal with that stigma first. And I couldn't even get past that stigma in my society, because, well, to this day, we've got people like Donald Trump running the show and screwing it up for the rest of us. So then I got to this point where I said, okay, LSD and mushrooms, most people don't, think about this for a minute. In the whole history of the human race, how many people do you think have dropped acid compared to the whole existence, compared to the general population? What's the percentage of people who've had a hallucinogenic experience compared to the rest of the population? Let's just say it's 1%, 2%, maybe less, of the whole human existence, of the whole history of the human race. What is the percentage of the population that has had this experience? They could say they have an opinion of whether it's good or bad or whatever. So now extrapolate this even once more. What about ayahuasca? What about DMT? What percentage of the population can even say they've done that they could say they have an opinion of whether it's right or wrong? Wow, that rooster really wants to go to town today. But so, think about this, okay? Because most people have never done LSD or mushrooms. So when they do LSD or mushrooms, they go, oh wow, this is amazing, it solved all my problems, and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah? Cool. Because LSD and mushrooms are nothing compared to ayahuasca and DMT. And LSD and mushrooms leave you here still. You can take a dose of acid, or a normal dose, I should say, or a normal dose of mushrooms, and you'll still be here in this reality. Everything will look funny, and there'll be lots of colors and whatever, and sounds, and everybody will look funny, but you'll still essentially be here. Unless you really make that effort to have that out-of-body experience and go within and close your eyes and shut this external reality out, you'll always still just be here. You have to actually make a conscious effort to try and see something else when you're on LSD or mushrooms, to go past this reality, so to speak. But with ayahuasca and DMT, now that's another game altogether, you could say. Because when you ingest ayahuasca or when you take DMT, you are not here anymore. You're no longer here. You've left the body. And your guide is not on your trip with you. Your guide, your spiritual guide or whatever, is here in this reality protecting your body from any harm that you might do to it while you're not here. So ayahuasca and DMT are a much more profound experience than LSD and peyote and mushrooms. And so I guess you could say they're like rungs on a ladder. You probably shouldn't try and do DMT or ayahuasca if you've never done mushrooms or LSD first, so you can have a concept. And I'm going to explain this to you in the next video, number 6. Okay.